Welcome back. This is part 3. Alright, since the last video I have flown to Power Circle, which is up here, and I will warn you now it's going to take quite a while because we're in a very slow ship to start with and it's not been upgraded, so it's even slower. If you just don't feel like making the 2 jumps, there is a sector to the right of Argon Prime that also has some solar power plants, just not as many. So I thought my luck would be a little better here for purposes of the video tutorial. So let's close that and do some trading. I'm going to load the sector map, hitting period, and I'm going to scroll down to the power plants and hit enter twice to pull up info on them. You can see in a station it has a product, which is what it produces and sells, and then it has primary and secondary resources. These are items that it needs to produce its product. It will buy resources from you, but it will not sell these to you. It will not buy products from you, but it will sell these to you. So right now this station obviously sells energy cells. It's the amount of stock of energy cells or whatever this product will be is indicated here, and you can see this one's just slightly over half full. I'll tell you, energy trades from 12 to 19. I've seen it go as high as 20 when a station has been completely emptied out, but I've only seen that once. So generally 12 to 19. If you can buy a cargo bay full of energy at a price of 12 and then find a station that desperately needs it and they're paying 19, then you've made a profit of 7 per unit of your cargo. So if I'm able to fit 3,000 energy cells in my freight bay, and I purchased them at 12 and sold them at 19, then that's about, what, 21,000 profit for one run, and that's pretty good to start out with. Now, see, somebody has already beaten me to this station and they bought it out before I could get here, and that happens quite a bit in the beginning. So let's find the next best thing. There we go. Alright, solar power plant M Delta in my game is about full, so I'm going to dock.
Autopilot activated.
And hope that no one else beats me to the good price. D to trade with the station. And they're selling it for 12 credits each. And I'm going to buy all that I can afford or will fit in my ship by pressing the end key to fill this up. And yep, I'm definitely limited by cargo space at the moment, so I'm going to buy all of this, press enter.
Your energy cells bought.
You get promoted because you're still so low on the rank. Alright, delete and enter to leave the station. I'm going to guide my ship away so that I can give it autopilot orders. And let's check in this sector to see if there is a station that needs power, because it would be a shorter distance to travel and a quicker trade. Now see, he's pretty low. I've bought this at full stock, and this cattle ranch El Alpha is getting pretty low on energy. He's below half, so he's probably going to be paying around the 16 or 17 mark. I'm not really sure, but we'll see, and keep that one in mind. Same thing. He's full, so he's not going to need any. Okay. Yep, this is the closest one, and as you can see, they're fairly low on energy, so let's dock and hope that we beat any other trader to that station. I'm going to, before I press SATA, I'm going to load info on that station again so I can watch it. Press SATA to fly over there quickly. And I do this a lot of times because, as you saw, another trader can beat you to the station, and if you see that happen, you can turn around and find a different station to try to sell your product at without wasting time docking at this one when they're not going to buy it from you. For a profit anyways. Okay, trade with station. And sure enough, they're buying at 17. So I'll press the home key to sell everything in my cargo bay and press enter.
Energy cells sold.
Alright, we made a nice profit. We're already up to 59,000 credits, and that's a good start. So you get an idea about how a trade works, and let me just give you a couple of ideas of some products that you can trade to build up your income. I'm not going to put this in the video, but I will tell you some things that you can do. Alright, ore mines, obviously they produce ore, and you'll learn these prices as you go, but I've never seen ore go below 50 per, and excuse me, I've seen it go as high as 205, and actually I think it may go a tad higher than that. I haven't actually sold it to a station that was completely empty yet, but you get an idea. That's a pretty big range. But one thing you need to notice, we were trading energy cells. You need to look at the volume, and this is how much cargo space this product takes. So energy cells is 1 for 1. I bought 3,000 energy cells and it took up 3,000 cargo space, but ore is a large product. For 1 unit of ore it takes 8 volume, or 8 units of your cargo space. So you'd have to get 8 times the price, or I should say the profit, to make out on par with what you did with the energy. So just keep that in mind. But you can still make a profit, and a lot of times energy will be out in a sector. Like right now, this whole sector is getting pretty low on it, but they're pretty full on ore. So now, who buys ore? Well, pretty much any of the high-tech places. And if you go over to Cloud Base Northwest, any kind of thing like this, like the ammunition factory, of course you can pull up info on it, and you can see one of their primary resources is ore. Dumbfire missiles, same thing. Special weapons, same thing. Argon Prime has a couple also. The Advance, I don't think they do, no. But again, an ammunition factory does. Image recognition, light weapons. So there's lots of places to trade ore. Energy is certainly the most common and easiest item to trade, but keep an eye on them, because like I said, if one product is low, you can move another one. And let's take another look at one of these tech kind of places. Yeah, image recognition. They produce these missiles, but let's look at the resources that they need. Of course, energy and ore, but they also buy silicon wafers and meat steak kahunas. These are two other common items that you can trade, and there are some. Oh, you have to actually look at a bakery. Here's one up in 3 Worlds, Kahuna Bakery. They sell meat steak kahunas. So again, I'm not even sure the price of those. I've very rarely traded them, but you should if you have the opportunity. And just look at the amount that is in stock. And if it's mostly full, you're getting the best price. And if you're selling to a station where it's mostly empty, you're selling for the best price. You don't ever have to worry about that. And again, the bakeries use wheat as one of their primary resources, and there's wheat farms here. So as you can see, there's quite a few things that you can trade at the very beginning of the game in a very minimum number of sectors. And of course, the less traveling you do, the quicker you get there, the quicker you make money. So I'm going to leave this video tutorial, and I'm going to go do some trading. Rather than try to capture that on video and take up a ton of time, and develop some income to work with. And you should do the same thing. And when I come back, we'll do some upgrading of our ship. I would say once you get about 75 to 100,000 credits, which isn't very far at all, that's about where I'm going to pick back up. So anyways, I'll see you in the next video. We'll upgrade our ship and talk about a few more topics.